January of 1969, and I took an interview, and I lived in Redondo Beach, and the freeway only went to Beach Boulevard. So I got off the Beach Boulevard and found my way to Saddleback College, which, by the way, in those days was where the hospital is. But I remember coming in, taking the interview at the hospital, coming out and getting in my little Volkswagen. It was January, it was raining, pouring. And I started driving home, trying to find my way back to Beach Boulevard so I could get the 405 freeway home. And I thought, I wouldn't take this job if they offered it to me. It's too far out here. Well, thankfully they did offer it to me, and thankfully I wised up and took it because it was a marvelous 26 years. And I wouldn't trade 1 minute of it. I'm a Saddleback booster from day one.
It began on Valentine's Day, 1967. Cowboys on horseback traversed a land rich with the history of ranchos and Spanish land grants to present officials with shovels for the groundbreaking of the South Orange County Community College District. 5 trustees turned the dirt and declared that this would be a college town. It was the grand vision of 125,000 taxpayers in South Orange County to form a junior college district, build a college, and bring higher education opportunities to residents from San Clemente to Tustin. It's hard to imagine the humble beginnings of Saddleback College and Irvine Valley College, 2 vibrant community colleges that consistently rank among the top 10 in the state. They are cornerstones in the community for our kids, grandkids, parents, coaches, colleagues, and friends from all walks of life whose aspirations bring them to our campuses.
Well, I think the decision to form this college district back in the 60s was visionary. I think the folks that did so anticipated that there would be a boom in population, there would be a great need for education.
The year was 1968. Ronald Reagan was governor of California. Hubert H. Humphrey and Richard M. Nixon were vying to replace Lyndon B. Johnson in the White House. Social tensions were high, and America was in upheaval over the war in Vietnam. The #1 song was I Heard It Through the Grapevine. The top film of the year was The Graduate, and Mission Viejo became a college town.
The very first building was built on the location of Mission Hospital, and there were 9 temporary buildings. Then it was found that they built it in the wrong location, so they moved the buildings down to South Campus, where they are now to this very day. The original buildings are still there.
A great deal of work had to be done to be ready to offer classes when students started coming here in the fall of 1968. You need to hire faculty, you need to hire staff, you need to hire administrators, so there was a frenzy.
I got to start Saddleback College in September of 1968, so I was part of the first class. It was an adventure. There wasn't a whole lot here. There were about 8 temporary buildings. There were trailers. The hills were completely empty. There was no houses, no trees. It used to be a sheep pasture, and so they used to actually run sheep through the fields while we were practicing football.
There were coyotes, there were snakes. Sometimes teachers would walk into a classroom and there would be a very strong odor of skunks because there had been one. And so a lot of those things proved challenging, and at the same time, it was quite an exciting period because you're building something from nothing.
We needed another satellite campus in South Orange County because Saddleback College was growing, and they determined the best place to put this campus would be in Irvine, right in the middle of Irvine, because the growth there was already exponential.
Nestled in Orange Groves, Irvine Valley College opened in 1985. Ronald Reagan had just started his 2nd term as president. Modernizations emerged in technology, health, and culture. Windows 1.0 was released. The FDA developed a test for screening blood for the HIV virus, and the first successful artificial heart transplant was celebrated. The world hated the new Coke. It was the year of both We Are the World and Live Aid, and Marty McFly brought us back to the future.
They decided to call it Saddleback North because it was a satellite branch campus of Saddleback College. And then in 1985, it was made into its own college called Irvine Valley College, even though there's no valley in Irvine, but that was the name of it. It rolls well off your tongue.
Irvine Valley College in the beginning was really tiny. We were in the middle of orange groves. We only had 4 small buildings. and I think we had about 1,000 students to start with. We had a lunch truck because we didn't have a cafeteria, and just real small, intimate campus. The city didn't really even know we were there for a number of years. So as we grew and as the city started to go knew more about us, we got more students, got more known, that type of thing.
It's grown to a full-service college with every discipline and every activity that any full-service college has to this very day. A part of my heart is with Irvine Valley College because I was there from when it was just land.
Our district is a rather large district. It borders Tustin on the north end of the county and all the way to San Clemente on the south end of the county.
We're talking about 22 cities with a residential population of close to 1 million. It's a significant area.
There's 3,175 employees in our district, and we have an annual budget now that exceeds $800 million. We have over 60,000 students between our two colleges.
Saddleback College, we have over 220 degree programs and certificate programs, and at Irvine Valley College, over 70 degree programs and certificate programs. What's really amazing is that both colleges are in the top 10 statewide in California in transfer rates to four-year institutions.
This past year, there were 6,000 students in our Emeritus Institute program. If you go to some of these classes, these people will say, this is my lifeline. I wouldn't be able to get out of the house if it wouldn't be for the Emeritus program.
We serve veterans, we serve transfer students, community education, really a whole plethora of folks from all demographics, all ages that come to South Orange County Community College District.
I've only been at Saddleback for a year, but despite the short time I've been here, I've developed a lot of close relationships, not only with students on campus, but also with the professors.
What I like about teaching at Saddleback College is, first of all, being able to help people and doing so in such a way that I'm challenging them to find out what their dreams are, to articulate their dreams.
I have a lot of amazing relationships amongst my colleagues at IVC. Most of it comes from a point of a shared goal. We're not just training our students to do well academically and transfer, but we're trying to promote good humans who will act in pro-social ways in the future and contribute positively to society. And it really makes IVC a very special place.
It does become like family, a real unit, and I really enjoy that part of my job because of it.
All the professors, faculty, and staff inspire and help me to achieve the goals that I have, and they introduce me to different programs and opportunities here on the campus. Competing for the Saddleback Speech and Debate team has definitely helped me boost my confidence level. It's helped me to become a better speaker, a better performer, and there are skills that I have learned by being on the team that are definitely going to help me when I transfer to a four-year university and into my career as well.
We offer a full range of services. The Transfer Center, the Veteran Center, we have an unbelievable tutoring center also.
Tutoring Center offers an extraordinary array of tutoring opportunities in all subject areas. They also provide online tutoring. That service is just extraordinarily, has grown phenomenally.
The Performing Arts Center is a special place.
When we built our Performing Arts Center and we finally had a place where we could do plays and musicals, all of a sudden people started showing up on the weekends on Friday nights. It's become a hub now.
Both Irvine Valley College and Saddleback College, their campuses are both very unique.
One of my favorite places on both campuses are the Student Service Centers. When I go into those buildings and I see students playing ping pong, going to counseling, I feel so good about it.
My favorite place on campus, and this is the typical teacher answer, is in the classroom. Now, I don't always have the same classroom. I'm around all over campus, but that's always where I want to be.
The quad is a great place to meet up with friends. There's always something going on.
The government office, there's this great lookout point from the office where you can see the entirety of the Irvine Valley campus. It's so cool to see that, the work that myself and my director, Sessa, and the rest of the student population were doing our work was affecting this place, and you could directly see it.
To see the way things continue to change and evolve, it's a real challenge for us, but it's exciting to see the way the college keeps up with this type of thing.
One of the challenges is that it's very difficult and expensive to keep up with the technology that we need to keep up with.
I think the challenges for the district going forward are how do we maintain quality, relevant education programs and workforce development programs. But I'm really confident that we have the process and structures in place here, the personnel, the faculty, the administration, to make sure that we're continuing to adapt.
Our district, the district with the heart, has always met these challenges in the past, and we will meet these challenges in the future. I have no doubt that we will meet these challenges in the future.
I think the future is bright. We're at a great place now, and I see only great opportunities in the future as we get greater community ties for outside laboratories or outside companies. We're going to start building more and more opportunities for our students, more opportunities for them to grow and to thrive. Better bridges with our transfer institutions, UCLA and UCI, Cal State Long Beach, Cal State Fullerton. And as we build these bridges more, it just creates more and more opportunities. So we're building the networks now.
We have 68 acres that we're developing into a high-tech educational site. Not a college, but a high-tech educational site. ATEP is the acronym for the Advanced Technology Education Park.
There's an explosion of need nationwide in providing what's called career technical education, and that is where the community colleges provide programs and trainings in cooperation with the private sector that allows our students to get in-demand jobs in various industries. ATEP is at the center of doing that.
I think that with these new additions, that these students will be able to have an even richer experience, if that's even possible.
I can identify with the kids coming in today. You know, a lot of them come to the community college, they don't really know what they want to do, they don't really have a goal yet, and they're just kind of searching. And that's the beauty of what we offer in a community college environment, is they have the opportunity to search, they have the opportunity to learn, and then make some decisions. And as they grow, we get to see that, we get to watch them. That's been the joy of my career.
One of the things I love about Saddleback is amazing how the students are so good and the faculty are so clever and so insightful that you often don't feel it's a community college. Instead, what you really feel is, here I am at a private university.
I love the fact that our community colleges are there for students from 18 to 100 years old.
Saddleback has definitely provided me with so many opportunities that I didn't think I would ever have the chance to get.
The possibility of an inspiring moment can happen in the classroom. Now, yes, it can happen outside in the office, it can happen in the labs, it can happen in the club meetings even, but it's the classroom where that inspiration really starts and happens.
I think we're so fortunate to have this jewel in our community and look forward to another incredible 50 years.
What makes us different? What makes us special? Why do we continue to succeed? It's the people, the students, the faculty, the staff, the administration, the community. South Orange County grew from humble beginnings, as did we. Together, we support each other and look confidently into the future.